Welcome to Bama Saltwater Fishing. My name's Captain Steven, and this video is brought to you today by Toadfish Outfitters. These are the Toadfish Carbon Elite rod and reel. So I just need to get the boat hooked up, go grab some bait, and we're gonna head out to the jetties and go see if we can catch us something today. So how about y'all come join me? Let's go have a great evening of fishing. So we are out here positioned on the end of these jetties. This is a side that nobody can walk on. So it's great for fishing by boat. Hoping we can catch something for dinner, but what I have here is the Toadfish Carbon Elite combo. This is a 3000 size reel, 20-pound braid, and the 7-foot 2-inch medium heavy fast action rod. So I'll include a link to everything I use down in the description below. I like to do that on all of my videos so you can go check out what I'm using. But my rig today is a simple fish finder rig. This is a 2-aught Mustad circle hook. I have about 18 inches of 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. The water's fairly clear. A lot of these mangroves out here can get leader shy, so I downscaled to 15. Then I have it coming to a barrel swivel and a 1-ounce egg weight. So let's go ahead and get us a live shrimp out of the ingle. These things just make it really easy when I'm doing a quick trip just to bring bait in and out of the boat. But this is our live shrimp. Super healthy joker. Now, everyone has their own way of hooking these things, but I like hooking them right where that horn meets the body. They'll live a while that way, and they look very natural. So let's go ahead and get this out and see if we can catch us a fish today. All I'm going to do is toss close to the rocks, but not quite all the way on them, because they do continue on into the water and you don't want to get broken off every time. But we're already getting a bite. It'd be nice to get a big old mangrove or a nice redfish, but you really never know what you're going to catch out here. My first bait just got eaten up by a pinfish. I brought a lot of shrimp out because when you're fishing in warm water next to rocks, you're always going to have some sort of bait thief like pinfish or pigfish or any other small bait fish that just eat away at your shrimp. So definitely bring enough bait for you. You can always try minnows, cut bait, but we have our first fish hooked up. See, circle hooks, you just start reeling and put some pressure on the line and they normally will set themselves. So let's see what we have. It's got a decent weight to it. There's no telling what we're going to pull up. Looks like a nice mangrove snapper. Ooh, come on. Get in. Come on, get up here. No, that's cool. First fish of the day is a little Almaco jack. Oh, that's a gorgeous fish. Look at that. I'm fairly certain that's a little Almaco jack. It's related to the amberjacks, if I'm not mistaken. But we're gonna let this joker go and see if he can get bigger, but that's pretty neat. But see where that circle hook is? Right on the corner of the mouth. There you go, buddy. Go get big. That was neat. Let's get on another bait. So our first fish today was the Almaco jack, pretty sure. This one chose itself. He jumped out, so we're gonna hook him up. There we go. Let's get it back out there. This is our third cast today. Lots of boat action today. Lots of boat action. That's a beautiful sport fisher coming out of the pass. Wow. Loaded down with rods too. That thing is gorgeous. Millions of dollars floating by right there. Now sometimes you can pinch the tail off this shrimp. Usually I like to use a little bit bigger hook for this purpose, but run your jig head or your circle hook in this case through that tail, bring your eye of the hook into it a little bit, and now you have a rigged up shrimp that sometimes you can deter the bait thieves that way. They'll actually get hooked that time. Let's try that. There's a fish. Ah, yeah, a little bit nicer one. A little bit nicer. See, the good thing about braid is you can feel everything. Braid and a sensitive rod helps you to feel that bite. And that's a bluefish. You got to be careful because they have some serious teeth. They are edible. A lot of people do eat them. I normally throw them back. I think pound for pound, a bluefish is one of the harder fighting fish out there. They do have some really nasty teeth and extreme draw strength. Thank goodness I'm using a circle hook. There you go, bud. Because they can bite through 15-pound fluorocarbon like nothing. but that circle hook allows your leader most of the time not to get in their mouth. So those things are extremely fun. They bite anything shiny, and they get pretty big too. You know, they get a few pounds. I've caught some that are in that 3.5 to 6 pound range, and you can catch them from the bank. They hit aggressive. They bite throughout the entire day. Bluefish are fun, and they're very abundant. But let's see what else. Big variety hangs out along these rocks. It's so cool. When fishing the jetties, I actually like fishing it on a tidal change, and I normally like it on the high tide to low tide change, so at the crest of the tide table that day. Now, most of the time I just get out here when I can. I don't like to overthink it. When that water starts to change from bringing in all that salty, pretty water, and then it starts to sit still just for like half an hour at the most, and then it switches back, seems to get those fish biting really good. But really, you want any sort of water movement helps a lot getting the better fish to bite. But like I said, don't overcomplicate it. Get out when you can. Low light periods are normally the best times of the day in the warmer months, but sometimes you just make do with the time that you have. Oh yeah, there's a good one. Not quite for sure what it's going to be, but it just is fighting hard. It's got some weight to it, so we will find out here in a bit. That's exciting. I threw off the end of these rocks here. It's got some good weight to it. I hope it's a big mangrove, personally, or flounder or redfish. You really don't know what you're going to get out here. Oh, what are you? Ah, come here. Get up here. Is it another? Ah, it's another one of those. Looks like one of those jacks again. No, that's just a big blue runner. That is a big hardtail. Check that out. That's a blue runner or hardtail. You'll hear me call it that a lot. They're in the jack family. There's no size limit on them. They're extremely abundant. They fight hard. This right here would be a big tuna bait, or even a big amberjack bait, because they make excellent hardy bait for big fish offshore. But we're going to keep this one. So thanks for biting the hook, buddy. The only thing about hardtails you really got to worry about, and these are on most jacks, even pompano, because they are in the jack family, but they have these two spikes down here, but they can hurt you a little bit. They're just real pokey. On some bait fish, some of them are toxin, like leather jackets, but this one here, it just hurts because it'll poke you. But they have very tiny teeth, so you don't really have to worry about getting bit by them. But we're going to throw him on ice. I will bleed him out so he stays fresh. Oh, what are you? A pinfish. I'm actually going to use this pinfish as bait, because we have caught one of our largest redfish out here cutting the head off and using that as bait. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. See if there's something bigger hanging down there. So I have this fresh pinfish head, and I'm literally going to hook it just through the top of the lip, just like that, and see if we can catch us a big fish today. That'd be awesome. All right, here it goes. Let's toss that joker out. Same setup. See if we can get a big old redfish. Okay, that didn't take long. Oh my goodness. That did that did not take long. Oh, I hope it's not something with some big teeth on it, because I should have put a bigger leader on. But we will see if we can get it close to the boat at least. Man, it took off. I don't know what I have. Ah, I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Come on. I guess he didn't realize he was hooked till just now. Not that happy now. Good Lord. Okay. That might be a big redfish. As long as it doesn't take me on those rocks. Oh yeah, it's gonna take me around the rocks. Cannot let my line touch those rocks at all, because as soon as it does under pressure, that braid will break. We gotta let it wear itself out here. Come on, buddy. Come on. That's a nice fish, whatever it is. It's got some weight to it. That might be a stingray. I don't know. All right, it's coming in. That's why I put 20-pound braid on my inshore rods, because you never know when you're going to hook something really big. We're going to get this one a little bit closer in. Ooh, it's up against the rocks. Yeah, feel it up against the rocks. That's not what we want. Come on. And this is not the place that I want to turn off the trolling motor and chase a fish, for the simple reason of it's very dangerous out here with all the boats. He's going to go around the jetties. Come on. Don't do that. There we go. My biggest cause for concern is the leader and then the braid up against the rocks. But as long as this fish stays out, I'll be okay. Put some pressure on him, see if we can get him close. Okay, let's put some pressure on him now. He's coming close. He's right here. I just want to see it. Oh, yeah. That's a gorgeous redfish. Gorgeous redfish. There's a bunch with it too. There's a bunch of them with it. Come on. Ooh, that thing's beautiful in this water. Come on. I'm gonna have to get the net ready. Here it is. Yeah, look at this fish. Keep his head up. Look at that redfish. Come on. He's so big he doesn't fit in the net. On the toadfish rod, baby. Yeah, that's a monster. Let's get a measurement on her real quick. I want to keep this fish out of the water as least as I can. So we're at 0. Yeah, it is past the 40-inch mark. I'm gonna say that's a 42-inch fish. Good gracious. That's a stud redfish, 42 inches long. Woo! Beautiful fish. Let's get it back in the water. It really liked that pinfish head. We got a picture and a measurement. I didn't bother with the weight because I want to keep this fish out as little as I can. And we definitely got to let this fish revive and watch out for sharks too. But you don't want to just throw a fish out like this upside down, because you're tired. Trust me, it's going to be tired too. We're going to let it get its breath back here and mine. Oh, there it goes. Healthy release. I don't eat those big ones. Those are big breeder fish. I try to let every single one of those real big redfish go that I can, unless I know it's not going to survive. Like, you know, you fought it too long, it's real lethargic, not even, its gills aren't moving very good, and then I'll usually donate it, or I'll give it to one of my friends that likes to eat them. But me personally, I don't like keeping those real big ones. Everyone's different. They don't taste terrible. I just like to release those fish because those are the ones that make new ones. Whew. Man. And you always want to support its guts as much as you can on big fish like that when you hold them up. That's why I didn't get a weight on it. It was over 40 inches on my scale. That was awesome. That was worth the trip coming out. Y'all, that was awesome. This is an extremely lightweight rod, and I was kind of nervous about hooking something big like that, but it's all I brought out here. I only brought my toadfish rods, but it handled it nicely. That medium heavy power is perfect for this type of fishing, and we were able to get it in. My biggest concern was that fish going around the jetties and into the pass, and I'm not in a situation where I want to go chase a fish down by myself. So luckily it kept on hanging around there and went out, and then my 15-pound leader survived. But on the pinfish head, that was a giant red. So I'm kind of done fishing out here. That was fun. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be out here, catch those fish like that. It's just, even if we didn't catch anything, it's still beautiful to come out and enjoy nature. But let me secure everything and head back to the ramp, because I am exhausted after that one. That was extremely fun though. Whew. Beautiful giant redfish. Whew, it is hot. I'm trying to drink as much water as I can, but I'm still feeling it. But I got the boat out, back on the trailer. We had to go home and clean it up, but that was pretty epic trip. I only went out for like, I think it was 2.5 hours at the most, and managed to catch those. That was awesome. The redfish just made the day. This motor right here can run. But we're gonna go ahead and head home. Well, I'm back home. Man, I'm wore out. That was a good fish. Anytime y'all fish saltwater, you want to rinse your rod and reels. No matter if they're saltwater rated, freshwater rated, whatever, always rinse them with some fresh water. Now, you don't want to go jetting them. I like a light mist of water just to get that residual salt off through your lures, the rod. You can do everything. So just like that, you don't have to pressure wash them, but you want to get that salt off of them, and they'll last you a long time. Then occasionally you can go drop some oil down on the moving parts and you'll be good. But that's enough talking. I'm glad that y'all joined me today on another adventure. It's always fun being able to share my experiences. And if you like to continue with this or see past fishing excursions, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below at the end of this video. And if you are already, you know, as always, I appreciate you. We'll see you on the next Bama Saltwater fishing video. I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us, and we'll see you later.